so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kaiya, and today we are going to be listening to symphonic metal band Ad Infinitum. I am so excited about this video. Ad Infinitum just released a brand new album on March 31st of this year with Napalm Records. Now, Napalm Records is the record label that is partnered with us today on this video, so I am going to be checking out their first 5 singles and music videos that were released as promo for this album, and I'm really stoked. Never heard this band before, so it's going to be a first time. And as usual with these partnered videos, if you want to find out more information about Ad Infinitum or Napalm Records, there will be links down below where you can check out more of Napalm's roster. You can check out more of Ad Infinitum's albums, where to get merch, where to buy this new record if you're interested, and much more. So any record labels that support us, we should support back. Y'all know this, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please feel free to do so. I post weekly videos documenting my metal journey as a brand new metalhead. I also have a Discord, the Mosh Pit. There's an invite link down below in my description, as well as my P.O. Box if you want to send something to be featured in one of my monthly metal unboxing videos. So without further ado, let's get into Ad Infinitum. I love their intro. Come on, girl. Nice.
Are you feeling alone as the pages burn? All is said and stone. Hope is fading away. Now the tables turn, so you turn and pray. A illusion that tastes of lie. In your delusion, nowhere to hide. But tell me why you swim against the tide. Upside down, you fool yourself and you hide in disguise. I see you now. Drop that crown, you burn the bridges that burn to die.
Okay, girl.
Are you still feeling alive? Now your world's been turned upside down. How does it feel to be mad at the simple fact that you're born to die? In your reality, cold as the vine. Your head is high and close to the sky. So tell me why your crown is falling down. Upside down, you fool yourself and you hide in disguise. I see you now. Drop that crown, you burn the bridges that burn to die.
Whoa! Oh my god! Ooh!
You fool yourself and you hide in disguise. I see you now. Drop that crown. You burn the bridges, get ready to die. Upside down. You fool yourself and you
Keychain!
hide in disguise. I see you now. Drop that crown. You burn the bridges, get ready to die. Upside down. You fool yourself and you hide in disguise. Oh, I see you now. Drop that crown. You burn the bridges, get ready to die.
Okay, girl. I don't know why that keychain just made me want to cry. I don't know why. Okay, I have so so many things I want to say. First off, oh my gosh, I forgot that this was a metal song for a second in the best way possible, because when she hit that scream belt thing in the bridge, I was like, oh, I forgot this was metal. Oh my god, she can do that. I forgot. I forgot. I still haven't listened to too many, sorry, I'm adjusting in my chair. I still haven't listened to too many like women fronted metal bands, and too many women fronted singers. It's really just like Ginger, Angela from Arch Enemy, and Courtney from, oh god, what is that band? You know, Spirit Box, there we go, god. So this was really, really pleasantly surprising. I loved that it kind of has this like early 2000s feel to it in a way, like that kind of like pop early 2000s retro vibe mixed with like metal. It definitely is the same like layout as the Spirit Box song we listened to, but in a really good way. Really good melodies. I loved her voice. Also, I noticed that the guitarist is playing a guitar with no neck, or it has a neck board, but it doesn't have the like knobs. Headboard. Is that right? Very interesting. I loved it. I loved her voice, and I loved the bridge, and I also really loved the key change. I love when artists have a key change. It's just, it makes me happy. It makes me happy when artists do that, because it can be really tricky to like land that note and like perfect it live, but she did it. I mean, they did it in this. It's great. I was waiting for the growling part, then it happened and it didn't disappoint. But Melissa's normal singing is beautiful here. Her cleans are really, really good. And she was nailing those high notes, but those like growling parts, yeah, it kind of just like takes you by surprise, honestly. This is a really, really, really strong single to like open up with. I know that this like came out 6 months ago and their new album is already out, but this is a really strong single to release to promote a new album. Also, she looked beautiful. So the second single we're gonna listen to now is Somewhere Better. Oh. Hear this in a movie, honestly. It's giving me like movie end credit songs. It's giving me like motorcycle transition scene. Like I'm getting like such a it's gonna sound weird, but it's making me think about like the Twilight soundtrack, but like in the best way possible, like in nostalgia ways. I love Twilight. I loved reading Twilight when I was younger. I really like the movies back in the day. I know they get like hated on a lot, but it's just making me really feel like very nostalgic in like the best way, kind of like, I don't know, kind of making me feel like the emo teenager, but her voice is just so beautiful. I don't know, it's such an interesting mix because I'm getting more into like the metalcore, the deathcore, more current metal sound because I've had a lot of like the older thrash metal and death metal on this channel, so this is definitely something very new for me, and it's great to hear because I mean I love Ariana Grande is like the only pop music I really listen to, but I love pop music. There are aspects that I like about it, and this is a really good mix of like the modern kind of trendy pop sound and layout for a song mixed with like everything that you want in kind of traditional modern metal / metalcore-esque. Yeah, let's continue.
I can see through your eyes and embrace the flame that guides me through the night, rising above the tides. I know that I need to fall to grow. We
God. That bridge was everything. That almost made me cry. Honestly, especially with like the guitar coming in. I love the human voice. Being a singer myself, I love the human voice and the different effects that you can have and achieve in a good studio. Oh God. It's very inspirational, and I also love that like this is the second single because the first one was just like a banger just to kind of set the mood, and then this is like something that's very like hopeful and just, you know, like we're here for you, hang on. And I also love that it was directed in a way that it showed like a bunch of behind the scenes footage from their tour and all like the goofy stuff that they do and whatever, mixed with this really beautiful live footage. Also, I love her outfits with the fringe, girl, and those fishnets. Come on. This band is criminally underrated. I know they're signed, but they are just so special. They should have at least 1 million subscribers and sell out stadiums. Been a huge fan since the start. Sometimes that's just how it is. There's so many underrated artists out there, honestly. It's crazy. I don't know what's more amazing, this song, Melissa's back tattoo, or actually seeing the faces of the band. Dude, I was going to say something about her back tattoo too. She is so pretty. That back tattoo is absolutely gorgeous. And she did get more buff as well. Girl's been working out. The answer is the tattoo. This is not her best song without growling. #1 to this date, Afterlife. You know what though? Like, I had a subscriber say that not all metal songs have to have growling. And I think this is a really great representation of that. You know, you've got more like pop elements, but you do have beautiful melodic metal in it. And yeah, it doesn't have to have such heavy, intense growling in order for it to be good. So Melissa, I guess, used to have this as a solo project. That's what it's saying on Google. Swiss-German symphonic metal band. After returning from several sold-out shows on their expanded European and UK tour with Amaranth, who we're actually about to have on this channel too, as well as Butcher Babies we're about to have on this channel. Wow, they toured with them? Creates an ethereal, catchy soundscape with screaming guitars colliding with vocalist Melissa Bonney's haunting, perfectly contrasting voice. She just has a gorgeous voice. Let's get into this third single before I talk too much. Sometimes I like to just do that. This next one is called Seth. Seth, huh? Ooh, is this about an ex-boyfriend? Give me like a good breakup song, girl. Ooh. Setting the tone. That little section, the bam, 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 ba-da-dum, on the outro of this chorus, it's making me think about the soundtrack of World War Z with Brad Pitt. The like main song that they used, that's what it's giving me. I love the fire dancers. I love all of the smoke. I forgot to mention Simone from Epica. We know her. She has an amazing voice too. So I'm getting like both Tatiana from Ginger and Simone from Epica in Melissa.
Yourself the tales, the wonders. Shape the whole plot in your mind. The horizon darkens through and in the picture. Should you paint another light? When the sun sets on your dreams and leaves the sand to fill you. Free fall.
she just did a whistle. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. I need to listen to this vocal frill again in the bridge. You can be mad at me all you want, but that vocal frill that she did and that somewhat whistle note was fire. Hold on. God. That's a whistle. I can't even, I would attempt to try to do that right now, but I've had allergies, girl. Oh my Lord. I'm listening to that one more time. Sorry. By her vocal ability. I cannot believe she just did a full-on like whistle. It sounded like a whistle. It could just be like really, really high falsetto, but it shouldn't surprise me anymore. But every new song makes me stop in a little bit of amazement at just how talented these people are. I'm very honored Ad Infinitum wrote a song about me. I really appreciate it. This person said, Seth was the ancient Egyptian god of chaos, storms, deserts, and violence, who ruled over the 11th province of Upper Egypt. Ooh. That's very fitting because we just did a video on Nile. New hit, Seth creates a heavy presence with distorted guitars crushing a groovy riff, charging into a captivating chorus with Melissa Bonney at lead singing. A beautiful trumpet melody, eerie ambience, definitely very eerie. I'm still getting that like World War Z vibe. It's about Seth, the god of chaos and destruction in ancient Egypt mythology. You want to fly above the fire, on top of the world looking down, pick your poison between jealousy and anger. Both will bring you back to the ground. When the taste of greed has touched your lips, you seek the power, give a stage to your demise. I love this chorus. Deceiver, divine, falling from the sky. As your empire catches fire, your illusions die. Distorted lullaby, the rotten taste of lies. In the abyss, no salvation for the wicked, for the wicked. It's just beautiful. I'm just so impressed by her voice, honestly. I can't believe that she just did this like whistle to match the guitar. And whoever like helped produce this record just did an amazing job at really making her voice pop. They did such a good job. So now we're gonna get into their fourth single. I love the contrast of it. They started with this just like absolute bop with her guttural sound. Then you have this inspirational tune. Then you have this kind of like fire banging song with a whistle note. Now I'm wondering what they're gonna do for this fourth single, From the Ashes. song, and I also love that the layout of this song is completely different than everything else that we've listened to. Like, I feel like the chorus and the verses are all just such bangers, and I love that the beginning of the actual chorus, you just bring it down from the ashes, da, 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 and then it goes into the actual big sounding chorus that's similar to like what we heard in the verses. Just a nice change, good layout. And I also love the breaks, the kind of like way that she's delivering these lyrics in the verses. It's much different. It's beautiful. I love this guitar riff in here.
When the bridges have burned, one step from the edge, how can one dream to return? I was born in flames and I learned how to walk in the fire. Turn my pain into the source of the brighter light. Step after step I come back. Still I can hear the lullaby. My ghost lead the way I define. No, you won't have my cry. From ashes into the sky, I will arise. Crimson dreams meant to die. Referees of the night, guiding my way into devious light. No, you won't have my cries. From ashes into the sky, I will arise. Crimson dreams meant to die. Referees of the night. You won't have my cries. From ashes into the sky, I will arise. Crimson dreams meant to die. Referees of the night, guiding my way into devious light.
To kind of match her notes at the end. There's a lot of really delicious melodies happening here. I'm a sucker for good melodies. I'm a sucker for good vocals. The breakdown, I loved. I loved that each one of these singles has something different that it's showcasing for the album, that it's bringing to the table. They really showcased Melissa's voice. I mean, every song does, but like I loved the whistle note in the previous single, and this gets the true metal vibe of like the breakdown. We haven't had another single with her growls, and maybe that's intentional because there's other songs on the record that have it. So it's like, yeah, buy the record and you can listen to the rest of them, or wait until the record comes out, you know. But maybe not. I feel like this one's not my biggest favorite, but I actually really like the chorus, and I liked the breakdown. I feel like the chorus I could just sing over and over. It's so catchy. This is the first metal band I can hear all day long without much agony. The vocals are so soothing rather than disturbing. I'm glad I randomly found this band. It was a beautiful mistake. Yeah, Melissa's voice is just like It's absolutely soaring in all of these. Now you won't have my cries, from ashes into the sky I will arise. Crimson dreams meant to die, reveries of the mind, guiding my way into devious light. Just this whole, like, crimson dreams meant to die. Something like that is just like, I love the melody for the chorus. It's gonna get stuck in my head. I already know I'm gonna, like, finish this video and be singing it. It's also giving me a little bit of like Floor Jansen from Nightwish. The only song I really listened to her sing was her Let It Go Frozen cover, but it has that very like theatrical kind of sound to it. It's a really good mix of like all of the best elements of metal that you would want to hear with like a very strong female vocalist. So we've got one more single that we're gonna listen to. This is their latest one that just came out like a week ago at the time that I'm filming this video, and that is Eternal Rains. So let's get into it. Getting tea. We got our growls, girl. We got our growl on. I love it. I love that this was like the final single to really push the album, because I think this came out, yeah, this premiered the day that their album actually came out, which is perfect marketing in my opinion. You save the growls for the record for when it comes out. I love it. I love the growls. I love the mix. I love this high vocal she just did. I love that they were performing in the rain. It's just something about like wet musicians and just playing in the rain. I love the effect of it. Let's continue.
Through your ambition to extend the scope of your horizon, but consume the deep poison. We're down to the ground just to feel safer, silencing the dream of rising higher. Obedient betrayers of our own mind. Is this a crime? Flee from them. They lead the way. Inner struggle. When the flame ignites, they fade away.
do. I love that she does this high note, the super, super high note at the end of the chorus for the first chorus, and then for the final third chorus, but she saves it. She doesn't give it to us on that second chorus, so it really builds it up. And I love how they also layered it with that kind of demonic chanting sort of thing that she was doing. And I'm assuming that's her. We had beautiful high notes and her low guttural, which was so pleasant. It's just a really pleasant layering piece. Fade away, I'll rise above the waves of this insanity, bring back the shimmering light, the might of a miracle. Before the shadows arise, I will embrace eternal. I think that's the one where she says eternal reigns and then goes up all the way. I wonder what she's chanting. Hold on, eternal reigns. I bet you it's just like a layering, some sort of layering thing that's similar to what she's singing, but I love it. I love when artists really utilize their voice in those types of ways, and she's doing such a wonderful job of layering her gutturals with like a nice, beautiful kind of lower, it's like a high head, like a high harmony, but it's not like a whistle or super falsetto. Just beautiful. I don't know what just fell. Outstanding song, probably my favorite from the whole album. Another incredible track. Really great marketing on Napalm's part, honestly. Like the fact that this is like 6 months of like releasing music before the album actually comes out. This is such a strong single to like finish off the whole process with. I love Melissa's voice. She's amazing. I need to catch them live one day. I really would love to see them live too, honestly, because I feel like her voice, she's giving me everything that I want in like female vocalists for pop music specifically. She's giving me these beautiful frills, high notes. She's giving me just like beautiful melodies in these records. And then for the metal side, I'm getting those gutturals, but she's very like, you know, she gives it in the right places, so it's not the whole thing. She really lets her cleans shine, which I love. And then of course, what also shined through these songs were the guitar parts. Definitely the riffs, the melodies. That's what they're really. That's what I'm noticing is beautiful melodies throughout all of these singles. And of course, Melissa's voice. So I'm so excited and so happy that we were finally able to jump into this. Let's see. How long has this band been together? 2018. Okay, so they're relatively new then. So it was a solo project with Swiss singer Melissa. Okay, so they're from Switzerland. Okay, so Swiss German. I'm assuming they just have a couple members maybe that are from Germany. And then they signed with Napalm in 2019. Okay. And then they released Chapter 1 with them in 2020. Gosh, it's 2023 already? Nice. So they've been releasing a lot of records. So Chapter 2 came out in 2021. Okay. And then now they waited about a year or so, toured, I'm sure, both of those albums. And then now they're releasing a new record. Perfect. That's great, especially if they just signed with Napalm in 2019. That's great that they were able to get some new records out to tour first. I bet that was such timing, signing with Napalm in July 2019, and then the pandemic hits, and they're like, ooh, but we're right in the middle of recording this album, what are we gonna do? And then they release in April 2020, so I'm glad that they were still able to actually like release new music and continue touring and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So let me know what you guys think about Ad Infinitum down below in the comments. What do you think about Chapter 1, Monarchy, their first album, and Chapter 2, where did I see that? What do you think about Chapter 2? I lost it in this thing I'm looking at. And what do you think about Chapter 3, their brand new album that is coming out? It's actually already out, Downfall. What do you think about that? Are you excited about it? If you've seen this band live, let me know. I want to give a huge thank you to Napalm Records for partnering with me on this video. Again, if you want to know more information about Ad Infinitum, if you like what you heard today, then go down below in my description. I'll have all of their social media links, as well as where you can purchase this record, buy any of their merch, support these bands and record labels that support the channel, because it helps both of us out. If you're also interested in more bands that are in Napalm Records roster, I'll have their link to their website. You can take a look at that. You can also check out their store and see any other merch that you want to purchase there if you want. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I have a Patreon if you want to check that out. That's down below in the comments. No pressure from me to join, but just click it, take a look, see if anything, you know, gets you curious, girl. And without further ado, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.